While political parties are expediting their preparations for the upcoming elections, the Election Commission has directed the government to halt the transfer of officials, citing complications in the updating of the voters' list. Good morning, I'm Abheudaya Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Political actors responsible for safeguarding the Constitution found violating it. Writ filed at the Supreme Court against the president's move. The Election Commission directs the government to halt transfer of officials to ease the updating of the voters' list. More than twice the requirement apply for temporary police for the nearing elections. Volunteers rescue migrants off the coast of northern port city of Tartus after Syrian authorities found 34 bodies, both suspected to have been carrying up to 150 people. And Pakistan thrashed England by 10 wickets in the world record chase during their second T20 international match. Skipper Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan bettered their own partnership stand. 7-match series squared at 1-all. The current constitution of Nepal was a consequence of 7 decades of long wait. However, the political actors who played their part in developing the constitution after 2 Constituent Assembly elections over a period of 6 years, while spending over 29 billion rupees from the state coffers, themselves have been at the forefront for breaching the national charter. From the president to the political leaders have been explaining their own understandings of the constitutional provisions and violating them. President Bidya Devi Bhandari is among the leaders who developed the Constitution. However, she has directly violated the Constitution in a recent intervention. The nation was expected to proceed in the path of prosperity with political stability following the promulgation of the Constitution of Nepal in 2015. However, the Constitution was violated on several occasions in the past 7 years. Before President Bhandari disregarded the constitutional provisions, former Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli made efforts to illegally dissolve the House of Representatives on 2 occasions. Ordinances related to the disintegration of parties and the Constitutional Council were also introduced. Some of such moves are still under consideration at the Constitutional Bench. Meanwhile, current Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba had also introduced an ordinance against constitutional norms to ease party split, which led to the disintegration of CPN-UML and Janata Samajwadi Party. CPN Maoist Center Chairperson Pushpa Kamal Dahal has also been expressing his disagreements with several constitutional provisions, while Madhesh-centered parties have been against the Constitution since the initial phase of the Constitution promulgation. Even the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and the Speaker of the House of Representatives have been alleged of disregarding the Constitution. In such a scenario, questions have surfaced regarding the reasons for the violation of the Constitution by leaders who contributed in its development and are responsible for safeguarding it. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. What's your take on the breach of the Constitution by leaders who were supposed to safeguard it? Your options are A, arrogant leadership, B, definition to suit self-interest, and C, ignoring public mandate. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. The Election Commission has directed the government to halt the transfer of officials and immediately deploy those who have already been transferred, saying that works related to the inclusion of officials in the voters' name list for the upcoming elections had begun yesterday. The Election Commission has directed the government to halt further transfers. The Commission has said that ongoing transfers of officials by different tiers of the government had complicated tasks related to the updating of the voters' name list. According to spokesperson of the Election Commission, Saligram Sharma Paurel, the Commission has corresponded with the Office of the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers for deploying those transferred before 21st of September to their respective offices by 25th of September. More than twice the required number of temporary police have applied for the nearing provincial and parliamentary elections. A total of 232,088 have applied for 115,000 positions of temporary police for the upcoming polls. The police headquarters had called for applications for temporary police from 15th to 22nd of September. Of the total applicants, only 115,000 are to be recruited for the temporary job. Among the applicants are 171,718 men and 60,370 women. The selection procedure for the temporary police will begin from 25th of September. While 9,071 applicants are from the Kathmandu Valley, the highest number of applicants for temporary police are from Madhya province at 66,884. Selected temporary police will serve for a period of 40 days and will receive 41,960 rupees for remuneration and allowance. The District Security Committee, Panchthar, has categorized voting centers on the basis of security sensitivity. The voting centers have been categorized for the upcoming provincial and parliamentary elections. According to the categorization, 34 voting stations have been identified as very sensitive in terms of security, 58 have been categorized as sensitive, and 10 have been set as normal. There are a total of 102 voting stations and 172 voting centers in the district. The centers have been categorized on the basis of factors including geography and distance between the voting centers, stations, and security posts. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked people in several provinces regarding ways to prevent the trend of occupying public property. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
सबै जनताहरूलाई पनि यो कुराहरू थाहा हुनुपर्छ कि सार्वजनिक सम्पत्तिलाई नोक्सान गर्नु हुँदैन।
सरकारले चाहिँ त्यसलाई खोज नीति गर्नु पर्यो।
नगरपालिका आफै सचेत हुनु पर्यो।
मुख्य चासो चाहिँ स्थानीय सरकारको हुनुपर्छ।
कहाँ नेरी अधिग्रहण भएको छ हेर्नु पर्यो र खबरदारी गर्नु पर्यो।
It's time now for the sports news.
Sports news.
Nepal men's national team acting head coach Pradeep Humagai has announced the squad to play an international friendly against Bangladesh next week. Humagai has excluded Navyug Shrestha and Sunil Bal while including two young players, Ritik Kharga and Ashish Chaudhary, alongside four goalkeepers in the national squad. The match between Nepal and Bangladesh is slated for 27th of September at the Dasrat Stadium. The Bangladesh team is scheduled to arrive in Nepal this evening for the friendly match. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.